Welcome back to 12 Days of Christmas Mini Yoga Edition. Today we're doing desk yoga because it's finals week for me, so I've been at a desk a lot. We'll start by just taking some deep breaths, inhaling to stretch up and exhaling to lower the arms. And this all can be done sitting in your desk chair or any chair. Next, we'll inhale up, exhale to twist to the right side, maybe grabbing the seat of the chair as you twist and looking over that right shoulder. And then we'll untwist, come back to center, inhale to reach it up, and exhale, twist to the other side. Again, the option to grab the seat of the chair or maybe the back of the chair to encourage your twist. Taking a couple breaths. And then unwinding, taking a big inhale to reach the arms up and exhaling to lower the arms. We'll do a couple side stretches, inhaling the arms up and then exhaling, leaning over to the right, maybe resting if you have an armrest on your chair, resting your arm on that, and reaching over with the other arm, breathing into the side body. And then inhaling your way back up to center and exhaling to the other side. Again, the option to rest your arm on the chair, or maybe you reach for the seat of the chair, stretching up and over with the other arm. And then we'll inhale our way back up to center, stretching up tall, exhaling to lower the arms down. And we'll take a few seated cat-cows, inhaling to stretch the chest forward, looking up, and exhaling to round the back, chin comes to chest. Inhaling to your seated cow, and exhaling to your seated cat. Taking it at whatever pace feels good for you. And then exhaling. Taking another full round of breath. And eventually returning to center. And we're going to do a little bit of head circles. We'll just start with a half. So starting by dropping the chin to the chest and then rocking side to side, lingering in any places that feel a little bit sticky. You can always hold on to the seat of your chair. And then eventually we'll create that full circle. So drawing the head all the way around, reaching the chin toward the sky, and around back to the chest. And we'll take it in both directions. So when you're ready, you can change directions, drawing the circle the other way. Again, taking any time to linger in spots that feel sticky. And then we'll come back to center. And we'll do a little neck stretch here. So tilting your head to one side and reaching the opposite arm down at a diagonal, maybe resting it over the armrest of your chair if you have one. And breathing in to the top of the shoulder and side of the neck. Then maybe tilting the chin down toward the opposite shoulder from the extended arm, seeing how that affects your stretch. And then when you're ready, coming back up to center, we'll take it on the other side. So tilting the head the other way this time, stretching the opposite arm out at a diagonal, maybe over the armrest of your chair, reaching out and down, breathing in to the side of the neck and top of the shoulder. Again, the option here to tilt the chin down towards the opposite shoulder from the extended arm, seeing how it impacts your stretch. And then returning back to center. We're going to do a little bit more of an upper trap release. So with your right arm, go ahead and grab that meaty chunk in between your shoulder and your neck on the left side. And you're just going to give it a nice squeeze with the fingers, pressing into the tense part. Option to move the head in whatever position feels best for your body. And when you're ready, bring the head back up to center, releasing the arm down, and we'll go on the other side. So this time, your left hand will cross to grab the right shoulder, that meaty chunk in the middle, and give it a squeeze with the fingers, pressing into that potential tense point or trigger point. Just breathing. Again, the option for the head to be wherever is most comfortable for you. And then when you're ready, we'll come back to center, release that down. We'll take a few shoulder rolls, rolling up towards the ears, down and back. And then we'll switch directions, rolling the shoulders forward and down. And then we're gonna do a little stretch using the desk here. It's kind of like a makeshift down dog, where you'll just rest your arms on your desk and scoot your chair back far enough so that you can try and have a flat back down, dropping the chest toward the ground, dropping the head and the neck. And this may feel like a down dog to you, or it may feel a little bit more like a child's pose, depending on how far away from the desk you are and the height of your desk. It's a nice little seated stretch for the spine, the shoulders. Relaxing into this pose as you breathe. And then we'll make our way back up to seated. We're gonna do a little stretch through the legs, the hips. So we'll cross one leg over the other with the ankle crossed at the knee. And sitting up nice and tall here, maybe you tag a little bit of weight into the lifted knee, encouraging it to sink down toward the ground, to open up through the hip. And then if you want to increase the stretch you're feeling here, you can go ahead and lean forward, and we're going to keep a flat back instead of a rounded curve. So if you are unable to maintain a long spine as you lean forward, just stop wherever is the maximum bend for your hips. And it might not be any bend at all. And then we'll come back up to center and just give the legs a little shake out before we take it on the other side. So this time we'll cross the other ankle over the other knee. Again, sitting up nice and tall, option to tag a little bit of weight into the lifted knee to open through the hip. And then when you're ready, the option to start to lean forward a little bit, keeping that spine nice and long. Again, Again, you may not go very far, especially if you're trying to keep the spine long, and that's perfectly okay. Just breathe into the pose with wherever you're at. And then we'll make our way back up to center. Shake out those legs one more time, and we'll take a little hip flexor stretch, back bend. So grabbing the sides of your seat, press into the feet to lift the hips up, stretching through the front side of the body, allowing the head to drop back. Nice little desk version of kind of like a bridge pose, but not quite. And then we'll come back, lower down, and just give yourself a nice fold over your legs, countering that little back bend. Maybe you want to shake the head yes, shake the head no. Just let all the stress tumble out onto the ground, releasing from the neck and the head. When you're ready, we'll roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head will be the last thing to come up. Back to seated. And we'll take a little arm stretch here. So stretching the arms out wide, we'll cross one arm on top of the other and give yourself a hug. And we'll reach for the inside edge of the shoulder blade with your fingertips. You might not be able to reach that far, and that's totally okay. But if you can, sometimes it feels nice to wrap those fingertips around the shoulder blades just to deepen the pose a little bit. And when you're ready, we'll stretch the arms back out to switch sides. So other arm will be on top this time. Again, wrapping the arms around. Maybe reaching that edge of the shoulder blade. Wrapping those fingertips around. Giving yourself a nice big hug. And breathing here. And when you're ready, you can release the arms down. We'll take a big inhale to stretch up nice and tall. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center for a little bow of gratitude. Thanks.